Stuart, coming up to 85 minutes of that game, I think we'd have been talking about Ipswich being upset to leave this with a point at a 0-0 draw, and ultimately they've gone on to lose it 2-0. Football can be a cruel old mistress sometimes, can't it?
It can, and there's no doubt that was tough on Ipswich to take today. Absolutely deserved something from this game. But if I'm being a little critical, that maybe only have themselves to blame for not taking those chances in the first half. Two big chances for Warren and Stuart inside the box, somewhere between penalty spot and edge of the area. He scuffed the first one a little bit, and then the second one he's put too close to the goalkeeper. If one of those goes in, changes the whole dynamic of this game. It didn't go in. Second half, Ipswich had all of the ball, all of the possession. Didn't really look like they were knocking the door down and scoring, and ultimately that gives Sunderland the chance. And the goals against were what they were, weren't they?
Yeah, a week ago we were talking about giving Oxford the opportunity to kind of act their way through the final 20 minutes. This time they gave Sunderland the chance to find a late winner, didn't they? Once come from a corner, goalkeeper caught in traffic, and Luke O'Nien, who's a bit of the pantomime villain today, heading into an empty net with the goalkeeper on the floor, and then for the second year in a row Toto Nsiala's got himself involved in a really quite harsh and unfortunate handball incident for a penalty here at Sunderland, and the game's up, but just like a week ago, they've given their opponent the opportunity to see the game out in different ways between the 2 weeks, but nonetheless they've come out on the wrong side of it.
Yeah, I mean, Paul Cook's flat, crestfallen in that press conference there afterwards. We deserved more. He's right. If you'd have turned around, if you'd have been told at 84 minutes that Ipswich were going to lose that game 2-0, you'd never have believed it. I thought it was really calm, composed, controlled display. Lots of stuff to like about that. But Ipswich, every little missed opportunity like this, and today feels like an opportunity that slipped through their fingers, just feels like it ramps up pressure on the next fixture. And now Ipswich are at home to Rotherham, which was a really tough game on Tuesday night. It's weird. Things have flipped. Ipswich were the team that were goals for were never a problem, but conceding them was. Ipswich seem to have now got a little bit. I know they've conceded twice today, but look a little bit, solidified a bit. But that's now three games out of the last 4 in which they've not scored. Just trying to get that combination of all that attacking talent. Paul Cook's still not quite fallen upon the right combination, has he, from the top end of the pitch?
When you think about team sheets, that's the area of the pitch you're looking at, isn't it? Like, which combination? Where's Burns robbed of that option today? He's out probably for the next couple of games by the sounds of things with an injury. So it's Sonny Aluko, Warren Stuart and Kyle Edwards today. Connor Chaplin and Scott Fraser both get on the options there, but the blend isn't. It's the second time in 4 weeks or so that they've gone to a League One big hitter. Plymouth was another one, but that game at Plymouth they've lost that, and it felt to me like two heavyweight boxers smashing it out, and Ipswich have lost to a big punch. Whereas today, I think they've lost to an opponent who was quite happy to maybe hug it out in the ring a little bit and ultimately come up with a little rib digger in the final rounds.
It's a telling analogy, considering Paul Cook and Macaulay Bonne have just come in talking about Macaulay Bonne being on the end of a couple of clear punches from Bailey Wright at one stage, which went unnoticed. There was some ridiculous theatrics from Luke O'Nien after the briefest of brushes from Warren and Stuart down by the corner flag. It had to be him that popped up with the goal towards the end, didn't it? But Ipswich have lost the game. It happens, but the gap now to the Sunderland jump back into the playoffs. The gap for Ipswich is now 7 points, and as I said earlier on, it's Rotherham, which is a completely different challenge at Portman Road on Tuesday night. Big physical side. We've seen enough of them in the last couple of years or so to know what they're all about. So every missed opportunity ramps up the pressure on the next one, and let's see. Ipswich need to knuckle down and crack on now.